Hey Blockheads, Happy New Year! I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday and enjoyed our little break, and I hope you're all ready to start back in sewing the next group of Blockheads 5. So if you are new, my name is Anna and I work for Moda on the marketing team, and I am your coordinator for Blockheads this year. And I'm also the moderator of our Facebook group. So you'll see me post the Blockheads patterns every week, and I just try and make sure that our Facebook group stays on topic and a friendly and safe space for everyone to share their Blockheads blocks. We're just about to kick off the second group of Blockheads 2. If you missed the first group, no problem. It's a sew at your own pace kind of thing. You're not late, you're not behind. You can sew whenever you want to. So you can go back and get those first 9 blocks from Blockheads 5 Part 1 that ran from September to November, and you can sew those and you can add them to the blocks we're about to start making, or you can create a small project just using those 9 blocks. So I want to take a couple minutes just to reacquaint everyone with how Blockheads works and where you can find the patterns, and just make sure that everyone knows the rules of our group so that we can have a really successful part 2 of Blockheads. If you're new to Blockheads, our patterns are dropped every Wednesday by 8 a.m. So there's a new block every week by a different designer. Like I said earlier, our first group of Blockheads 5 had 9 blocks plus a bonus block, so 10 blocks total. And this second group of Blockheads 5 is going to have about 30 blocks. So it's going to run from January 3rd to the end of July. And I'm really excited because we've got some new designers who are joining us for the second phase. So you'll see some new faces and some designers that haven't done Blockheads before. So we're really excited about that. And I think you're going to love all the blocks. We're going to continue with our star theme. So our first group of blocks did have that star theme, and the second group of blocks also will be star themed. And they will also be the same sizes as the first group. So we're going to have blocks that finish at 6 inches and 12 inches. As I mentioned, our patterns are released every Wednesday by 8 a.m. Central Time. I try to get them a little bit earlier, but I wouldn't count on it. Don't count on it. 8 o'clock is definitely, they'll be up. And you can find them in 2 places. On the Moda blog, if you go to my.modafabrics.com and go to our blog, which is Inspiration and Resources, you can find them that way. And then you can also get them in our official Moda Blockheads Facebook group. So I'm going to link in the comments both the pages that you should bookmark on our blog where you can find them, find the patterns, and then I'm also going to link the Facebook group. So if you haven't joined the Facebook group, you definitely want to join. Not only is it an easy way to get the patterns every week, but it's got so much inspiration. We have over 70,000 members now, and it's a very active group with people sharing their blocks and their fabric choices, and it's really inspiring. It's a great group. So definitely join us there on Facebook. I get a lot of questions about how to find the blocks on Facebook. So let me tell you how to do that. If you go to our Facebook group, there's a menu at the top, and it's got like discussion and about and media and then files. So click that files tab, and that's going to take you to the list of all of the files that have been added. So all those patterns, and they should be in chronological order. If they're not, you can click like I think it's date modified or last modified, and that should put it in most recent order for you. But that's where you'll find the pattern files every week. With 70,000 members in our Facebook group, it's easy for our group to get off topic. So I try really hard to make sure that we stay on topic, because we want all of the Blockheads posts to be right there visible at the top. Unfortunately, we can't be just a general quilting group. There's a lot of other great general quilting groups on Facebook that I would encourage you to check out, but we really want to keep it our group focused on Blockheads so that everyone can see what they have joined our group to see, which is everyone's different interpretations of the blocks every week. And I ask you to report any posts that aren't focused on Blockheads. That just helps make sure that we're staying on topic and we're providing the kind of stuff that everyone wants to see. We want all of your beautiful blocks to be right there at the top for everyone to see. We're a super nice group. Quilters are so friendly and so helpful, but sometimes, with a lot of people, some topics can get a little bit heated. So I just want to remind everyone to be nice. And that's the other reason that we want to stay on topic. Things like starching and pre-washing fabric, those are pretty hot button topics for quilters for sure. So we don't really get into those kind of discussions. You can find the pros and cons for that in a lot of different places, but just make sure that you're staying friendly and welcoming when you're commenting on posts. We want to make sure that everyone feels like our Facebook group is a safe space to share their blocks and to engage with other quilters. And also because we have so many folks, it can be hard sometimes, I know, for new people to find the information they're looking for. We definitely want to encourage you to search before you post anything. So if you look, there's a little magnifying glass icon, and that's the search bar in our Facebook group. Please make sure that you search for your question before you post it, because chances are with 70,000 members, someone has probably asked your question already and it's been answered. So again, just to make sure that we stay on topic and keep the most important stuff at the top, please try to search whenever you can before you post a question. If you see something that does not meet our guidelines posted in the Facebook group, please make sure to report it. Don't comment back or don't engage. Again, if someone posts something that's off topic or not very nice or something like that, and a lot of people start posting to respond, Facebook thinks that that's engaging content and they think that people want to see it. And so they're going to keep putting it at the top of our group, and we don't want that. So the best way to make sure that things don't spiral out of control is to not respond. Just use that little report button and report it to me, the administrators, and we'll take care of it on our end. We'll remove any offensive posts or spam or anything like that. But please don't comment, because we don't want Facebook to think that that's engaging content that we want to see. We really don't want to see it. So just report it, and then I can take care of it. I have gotten this question already, and I know it's going to come up again. So let's go ahead and talk about fabric requirements. Sorry, I don't have them yet, for a couple of reasons. One is that this is a block of the week program. It's not like a traditional quilt along that we're working towards one specific finished quilt. We're really here to learn new techniques and to share new block designs. And we're going to give you some setting options towards the end to give you some ideas about how to use your blocks in a project. But really, Blockheads is a way for you to be the designer. It's like a choose your own adventure for quilting. So there's so many variables, in terms of how scrappy you want to go with your blocks, and what if you want to do both 6-inch blocks and 12-inch blocks, or just one size or the other. So it makes it really, really difficult to give exact fabric requirements. I do know some of our designers are going to be offering setting options. Those have not been shared with me yet, and probably won't be for a little bit. So the best advice I can give you right now is I would start with a fat quarter bundle of about 20 to 30 fat quarters, and 2 or 3 yards of background fabric. That's a good starting point. You may end up using more or less depending on how you place your fabrics, and if you decide to redo any blocks, or the list goes on and on. So, but that's a good starting point. You should be able to get most of your blocks, or if not all of your blocks, done with a good 20 to 30 fat quarters and a few yards of background fabric. But again, the variables are so great. I can't really provide exact fabric requirements for you. And I know that can be a little bit frustrating, but again, this is a different kind of quilt along program, and we really want to encourage you to just move outside your comfort zone, try different things, learn new techniques, and enjoy designing your own quilt. And if you take a look at some of the quilts that were posted after the first round, you'll see so many different setting ideas. You guys are so creative already. Y'all have come up with some great settings, and there are some really beautiful projects on display in our Facebook group. So check that out and just kind of enjoy the ride. Well, I think that's about it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me directly. Again, search our Facebook group and see if your question has already been answered. If you can't find it, feel free to message me directly. I'm always happy to answer questions. But in the meantime, go ahead and get your needle changed and start getting your fabric and get your sewing space ready, because Blockheads 5 Part 2 kicks off tomorrow, and I can't wait to show you guys the first block, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks so much for being part of our group, and I hope you have a great day. Happy sewing!